the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
N-A-T-S, Nats, woo!
It's that time of the year again. Baseball is back in the district as the Washington Nationals gear up for opening day. That game getting underway just a few moments ago. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at Forum Marcon. Annalisa Gale is off, and it's sure to be an exciting season, or at least there's optimism. We go right out to DC News Now's Randy Bass at Nationals Park with a look at all the fun leading up to the first pitch. Randy, a lot going on today.
Oh yeah, Mark, you can feel it, you can smell it, you can feel the sun on your skin. Baseball is officially back. First pitch is just a few moments away. Look at me and thousands of other Nationals fans all here lined up, ready to watch them take on the Phillies tonight when first pitch gets underway at 4:05 this evening. The sun is shining, the hot dogs are roasting, the beer is flowing, and people are just really excited. The vibes here are high. The first 20,000 fans in the door here today all receive a free t-shirt for opening day. Some exciting stuff happening here. And that's just one of several things they are excited for. They are excited to see a really young, hungry Nationals team get after it this year. Fans we talked to today were ready to get after it too. We got here at 11:30 this morning. People were already sipping drinks and munching on fries at bars nearby more than 4 hours before first pitch here. And people are excited for some new favorites in the stadium too, new food and drink options. Plus, the National Summer Concert Series is back. Plus, this is the team's 20th anniversary. Can you believe it's been that long? I mean, 20 years. I remember when the team moved back here after all those years. Guess it was 20 years ago. Mark, I can't believe it's been that long, but things have just been getting better and better since. The nightlife here in Navy Yard around the games has really been building up over those 20 years. The neighborhood looks totally different than it did back then. And Nationals Park has just become this incredible anchor destination here in Navy Yard for the neighborhood, for Southeast DC, and for thousands of Nationals fans here today.
Well, hey, Randy, you know, one of the best parts of baseball, the food. A lot of new concessions at Nats Park this season. What can fans expect in terms of a lot of good food and a lot to drink?
Absolutely. Something special here about Nationals Park is the team, the organization, partners with local bars and restaurants to bring their food and drinks inside the park. So some of your favorites from in and around the district, like Lucky Danger over in Pentagon City, they are bringing their Chinese food into the park here this year. Electric Kool-Aid, known for their fun frozen cocktails in Shaw, they are moving in here this year as well, serving up those fun frozen drinks. And Dog Tag Bakery in Georgetown will be bringing plenty of sweet treats bars, just about anything you can think of to, you know, get your sweet tooth fix here in the Nationals Park. And of course, some of those favorites, Ben's Chili Bowl still inside. Grab a hot dog or a half smoke. Mark?
Thank you. Let's head over to meteorologist Damon Matson with a first look at the forecast. Damon, I'm convinced you and I drew the short straw.
Yeah, she looks like she's having a blast out there, right? I mean, it's a beautiful day for that first game of the season, opening day at Nats Park. Nothing better, especially when the weather is cooperating like this. Now, maybe for some of you out there, you'd like it to be a little bit warmer, but all in all, not too bad. We have jumped to the upper 50s. It's 59 in DC, so just short of that 60-degree mark. But with how sunny it is out there, I think we're going to get there, at least for a brief bit of time as the game begins. Across the entire DMV, though, pretty similar with those upper 50s and then a few lower 60s out toward the Shenandoah Valley. So again, it's been very pleasant, comfortable, and overall one of the main things that we have been dealing with over the last few days has finally let up a bit. The wind has not been quite as gusty. It's not totally calm, but we're only seeing gusts 15 to 25 miles an hour. That is about it. So we will continue to calm things down, hold on to those comfortable temperatures as we head throughout the late afternoon into the evening. And these temperatures, while they are cooling off here on toward 10, 11 o'clock, we're not expecting things to get quite as cold as it was last night. We're only going to see temperatures falling back toward the 40s. So we've had warmer temperatures, slightly warmer temperatures this afternoon. We'll have slightly warmer temperatures tonight. Does that mean we'll keep on warming up as we head on toward the weekend? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. We knew this afternoon federal officials arrested a high-ranking MS-13 gang member in Northern Virginia. The gang died to El Salvador. MS-13 is known for its violent and illegal activity, including drugs and weapons smuggling. DC News Now's Marielle Carbone has been following the story. Marielle, what do we know about the suspect?
We don't have the name of that suspect, but we do know that he is just 24 years old, considered to be one of the top 3 leaders in that gang, and that he was arrested this morning in Dale City, living in a home with multiple children in it. In quiet Dale City,
I am kind of surprised.
Neighbors are shocked after learning an MS-13 gang member was arrested here in the Woodbridge area.
But I just don't know where. Is it near where I live at?
Thursday, Attorney General Pam Bondi, along with FBI Director Kash Patel and Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, announcing the arrest.
Head of the East Coast, one of the 3 leaders, and I will say very violent crimes. Anything you can associate with MS-13, he was the leader over it.
Officials didn't immediately identify his name or the exact charges he's facing.
The arrest this morning was in Dale City in Prince William County.
Governor Youngkin crediting the Virginia Homeland Security Task Force, which was launched earlier this month to combat gang crime and illegal immigration, with the takedown.
I was able to deputize our state police and our Department of Correction members to go to work in this task force.
To date, officials say the task force has identified 575 targets in Virginia and detained 342 of them so far, 81 allegedly affiliated with a gang or a transcontinental criminal organization.
Very shocking, but, you know, I guess it can happen in any place. I mean, if somebody does not want to do the right thing.
Karama Quiet says the arrest is pushing her to be more aware of her surroundings.
And hopefully the authorities will crack down on whatever's going on.
And just last month, the State Department declared MS-13 as a designated terrorist organization. Today, Governor Youngkin also using this arrest to push forward a threat he's been making to cut state funding from cities that consider themselves sanctuary cities. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
To the mid-air collision over the Potomac River, now senators spent the day questioning federal officials about how safe it is to fly. It was just over 2 months ago that an American Airlines plane and military helicopter collided, killing 67 people near Reagan Airport. Senators pressed the FAA and Army about the airspace around DCA. Today, senators raised questions about issues with the helicopter altitude meter, but the NTSB says they cannot determine if it was faulty. The agency saying the device was badly damaged in the crash and they need more time to gather data. Senators also questioned why the flight routes around the airport were allowed with such a narrow margin of error for pilots. The FAA also acknowledged it must do more to ensure the skies remain safe. Well, family members of the victims killed in the DCA crash are speaking out after a Senate subcommittee hearing today. Officials from the National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration and the U.S. Army addressed the committee with details on the preliminary investigation. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons is live at the Dirksen Senate office building with the emotional reaction from family members.
Well, families say that they are shocked to learn about what they call systematic failures that led to this crash, and now they are demanding major safety changes to prevent this from happening again.
The hardest day of my life was the 29th.
The heartbroken father of Sam Lilly, a pilot killed in the DCA crash, says he and other families are working to turn their grief into purpose.
My son's legacy is to get some things done to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Family members are demanding change after a Senate subcommittee hearing on the preliminary NTSB investigation. They say they were shocked to learn the NTSB identified 85 close calls around DCA in the 3 years before the crash.
Wow. Really, you know, it's, I guess, disbelief.
Senators questioned officials on safety policies, including an exemption for some Army helicopters from its use of the Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast, or ADSB, technology that transmits location and other data.
If you had a ADSB out that is transmitting, for the helicopter crew, it would not have made a difference. It may have made a difference for ATC, air traffic control.
The FAA announced changes it has made since the crash, including restricting helicopter traffic at DCA. But these families are calling on Congress to implement proven safety technologies, mandate clear communication protocols, and hold agencies accountable to act. Now, the NTSB chair also says she expects a full investigation to be complete by 1 year. Meanwhile, the FAA says it is investigating similar risks at other airports in other cities with heavy helicopter traffic. For now, in Northeast D.C., Liberty Simmons, D.C. News Now.
Liberty, thank you. The Trump administration says it's dismissing 10,000 employees from the Health and Human Services Department. The cuts are part of an effort by HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to overhaul the agency. They include layoffs, early retirements, and buyouts. HHS oversees 13 agencies, including the CDC, FDA, and NIH, where most of the cuts will take place. Kennedy's restructuring plan includes consolidating the 28 divisions of the HHS into 15 ones. The Democrats from the D.C. region are attacking these cuts. You can read what they have to say on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Well, violent and sexual offenders will soon be banned from riding the Metro. Metro Board voted on the policy today. WMATA says someone who commits a sex-related crime or assaults of someone, including a Metro employee, a contractor, or a customer using the Metro trains or buses, will be banned. First-time offenders will be banned for 45 days. The second offense is a 90-day ban. A third time is a 1-year ban. The ban goes into effect June 2nd. Well, it's a major milestone for Metro. The first ever Metro train took off 48 years ago today. Now, the agency is searching for ways to work with a $5 billion budget. WMATA is proposing several cuts for the 2026 fiscal year. They include making the bus system run more efficiently, with new software reducing staff at 5 stations during the late nights and weekends, and delaying the extension of the Yellow Line to December. Agency estimates that these cuts will save about $19 million. We're taking a live look at the tidal basin courtesy of the Trust for the National Mall and EarthCam. It could be a matter of hours before the cherry blossom reach peak bloom. National Park Service predicts that they'll be at their peak tomorrow through Monday.